101.
I wasn't going to hand over the school paper to just anybody. You're the best editor I ever had.
I want this newscast to reflect what's really going on out there.
You're not going to let us show what's really going on out there.
Now that you're damn right that you can't get stoned?
Your friend Jerry Peterson is dead.
Jerry's not dead. You're lying. This is Jerry Peterson's van. He was killed instantly when he drove into a center divider. Jerry had been driving towards that concrete wall for a long time. I should know I was riding shotgun with him almost the whole way.
And this puppy to the left, and I'm cool. So, my second week of teaching starts in about 5 minutes. And I'm sitting here doing my video journal thing, thinking, wondering, how did I get here?
My friend,
I keep telling myself that I came back to my old high school to teach these kids the one thing I was pretty good at, communicating with a video camera.
Jerry and I started hanging out.
Okay, so we pulled off our first newscast and it wasn't too bad. Now what?
Grab a smoke during PE. Bug teachers, crack jokes. Get kicked out.
It's Vance Checker. He's either the best kid in my class or the worst, I'm not sure.
Great.
Kid's a total mystery to me. They all are. When I became a teacher, I never thought part of my job would be keeping a kid like Vance from self-destructing after his best friend gets killed drunk driving. I never felt so unqualified for anything in my life.
This is Jerry Peterson.
How am I supposed to make sense of the world for these kids when the world doesn't make sense to me?
He was...
One last thing. Never get your hair cut by a barber named Sarge. Oh, here they come. Time to sign off. Be cool, Keegan.
You just say no?
Yeah, when are we gonna see another one of your don't be a dope raps?
What do you mean?
Well, Friday night, I'm flipping channels on TV looking for MTV, right? And all of a sudden I come across your mug saying something about how we should all quit getting stoned because Peterson couldn't handle the high. Got himself killed.
That's not what I said.
Sounded like it to me.
I wasn't telling anybody what to do or not to do. I was just talking for myself.
Right. On TV.
Man, a friend of ours died. Somebody had to say something.
Yeah, well, who picked you? Jerry's dead, and that's real bad for Jerry. But it ain't me, man. And I'm still here, and I'm still getting stoned. And I really don't care what you have to say about it on some TV show.
Oh, man, you just don't get it.
No. We get it, Checker. Peterson's dead, and you want to be some kind of TV hero. Get it, man.
You're such a big friend of Jerry's. Why didn't you go to his funeral?
Oh, he'll wait till it's on TV.
Later, Checker. Let us know when your next little sermon is on, so we can all be sure to listen. Just say no.
Good morning. Mr. Keegan.
Okay, who are we missing? Checker?
Right here.
Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Was that you?
No comment.
All right, looks like we have everybody. So, Penny, why don't you tell us what you found out from the cable station?
Well, I called Cable Land this morning and got the ratings for our first broadcast.
All right, my old pal, the People Meter.
I'm afraid your pal isn't being too friendly. We were the lowest rated show in our time slot.
What?
Our ratings translate to about 150 viewers.
That's it?
Good.
I don't get it. I thought everybody was gonna watch. Who's our competition?
The Fuzzy Family won our time slot.
What are people nuts? I'll kill the Fuzzy Family.
This class is not about ratings or beating the fuzzy whatevers of this world. It's about providing information to people who are interested in Roosevelt High. More importantly, this class is about you people learning something in the process.
I knew he was going to say that.
So, in the spirit of learning something, I want you guys to pass around the cameras. Just keep goofing with them until your camera work becomes second nature. Now, there's more to gathering news than just operating a camera, so I've got a little pop quiz for you.
What? He didn't say nothing about a test.
Multiple choice or essay?
Is it going to be graded?
Calm down, will you? No, it won't be graded. No, you don't have to write anything down. It's just for my own information. I need to get an idea of what you guys do and don't know.
If you grade Chuck on what he doesn't know, this could take all day.
Ha ha. First the Fuzzy Family, then you're next.
Are you guys through? Thank you. Now, in order to be a good journalist, you can't just repeat facts. You've got to be able to put your facts into perspective for your viewer, make them understand what you're saying and how it affects them. Now, to do this, you, the journalist, must have a good knowledge of history and current events. So, where do I start? What amendment to the Constitution guarantees free speech and a free press?
First Amendment.
First Amendment.
First Amendment.
Good, good. Believe me, that amendment is going to come in handy. What amendment guarantees a right to privacy?
Second Amendment?
No.
Third Amendment?
No.
Fourth?
Bingo, finally. Good thing it wasn't the 14th Amendment. All right, let's get off the Constitution and try politics. What president resigned because of the Watergate scandal? Anybody else? Penny?
Nixon.
What two reporters were responsible for breaking the Watergate story?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Woodward and Bernstein.
See, you knew that.
Who sang Give Peace a Chance and was later shot to death? I can't believe you guys don't know this. Penny, help me out here. John Lennon. Remember the Beatles, the 60s, Woodstock, Summer of Love, Timothy Leary, the generation gap? Am I ringing any bells here? Well, how about the Vietnam War?
I saw Platoon 3 times. That was about Vietnam.
Well, what'd you think about it?
Thought it was great.
The war or the movie?
Careful, that's a trick question.
Oh, and how are we going to remember the 60s? I wasn't born until 1972.
How many of you were born after 1970? You guys really are from a different time. All right. Let's try something that's going on right now. What's the greenhouse effect?
Something to do with giant vegetables, isn't it?
Laugh now, because it's not going to be so funny when the polar ice caps melt. How many of you know who Ivan Boesky is? How about Joey Souza? All right, we'll try one more from the 60s. What two major political figures were assassinated in 1968?
Robert Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr.
Thank you, Monique. I was afraid we might have to write off a whole decade. I hope you guys know you've got me worried.
We know stuff. We just know different stuff, that's all.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for this day to end.
It's only second period.
It's hard to believe.
What happened?
It's just one of those days that gets away from you. Started out with a pop quiz in journalism, just general knowledge stuff, trying to get a sense of who these kids are.
And what'd you find out?
We're in big trouble.
Come on, think back to when you were in school. These kids are just as smart as you were.
Like I said, we are in big trouble.
These kids have a lot more going on inside than you think. Just keep at it. They'll get the right answers.
First, I have to get the right questions.
There's a point.
See ya.
Goodbye.
This is remedial reading, not advanced talking. It's getting a little noisy. Come on, people. You picked out these books. Now read them. I'm hearing way too much talking.
Oh, we're just reading out loud to ourselves, Mr. Keegan, sir.
Well, even if that were true, Miller, you shouldn't be reading out loud. It forces you to read slower. So read silently.
You guys shut up and try to read.
Okay, people. I'm a man of reason. I'm only asking you to cool the noise, just in case one of your fellow classmates might actually want to read their book. Shut up!
Mr. Keegan, if you need assistance with any unruly elements of this class, I'll be more than willing to help. I'm sure just about all of your students can remember the way to my office. Evidently, you and I have to schedule some time soon to discuss techniques for achieving appropriate student behavior in today's classroom.
Should I bring my own paddle?
Kevin, your wit betrays your ignorance. You've been gone a long time. We can't use corporal punishment anymore. Nowadays, we have to use psychology and reason to control these kids.
Maybe I can still join the Foreign Legion.
Technically, I shouldn't give this property to anyone except the next of kin. However, seeing as how you two were such good friends, I'll make an exception in this case.
This is it.
We're all very sorry about what happened to Jerry. Such a waste.
Thanks.
Chuck, have you seen the flag?
I don't know how I let you talk me into this direct feed business.
Because it was cheaper to bypass the old amp in your office, remember? Besides, this way we get to broadcast live.
Live? You didn't say anything about live.
Only the morning announcements are live. All news reports are on tape and approved before air.
Just don't abuse the technology. Our public address system has been satisfactory for 20 years of morning announcements. Believe me, you can be pressed into service at a moment's notice.
Here it is.
We got video.
We're not getting any sound.
Check sound.
Test. Okay, test.
Hang on.
He doesn't use a cable over. Test.
Don't ever let me catch any of you guys trying that.
Is it working now?
Soon find out.
Mr. Keegan, all classrooms equipped with closed-circuit television are turning their sets to Channel 3 at 8:05. They should all be tuned in by now.
Thanks. Everything ready?
Ready.
Well, you know, the news desk could still use a little work.
Too late now. Chuck, Sherman, hit the halls, find out if our signal's getting anywhere.
Yeah, boss. Let's go, Magoo.
Marty, why don't you switch us to output B and we'll roll the opening?
Micro.
Sherman, tell him it's coming in loud and clear.
We're out there. Live. It's Tuesday morning.
Good morning, Roosevelt, and welcome to the first official broadcast of TV 101. We'll begin the morning announcements in just a moment, but first the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Let's go. One nation.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Steadman would like to remind all students who wish to run for student government, you must declare your intent to be a candidate no later than next Monday. There's still time to try out for school mascot. Anyone who feels they have enough school spirit to be Cookie the Kangaroo, please see Mrs. Peavy after home engineering class. And that's the end of today's announcements. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow, same time, same channel.
All in all, Keegan, not too bad. I want this program to work. I really do. In the end, that's up to you. Please try to be responsible.
Absolutely.
One thing more. That news desk could use a lot of work.
We're on it.
Ready? Yeah, that would be good.
You missed our first broadcast.
Yeah.
Yesterday's pop quiz left me feeling like I knew less about you than you knew about current events. So, to help me get educated, I've got an assignment we'll call Everything You Wanted to Know About Teenagers But Were Afraid to Ask.
Sounds nasty.
Depends on the teenager.
There's 2 parts to this assignment. First, I'd like each of you to keep a video journal. Take the camera home with you, talk to it like you would write in a diary. Now, to help you get started, I've got a list of questions. But I don't want you to look at it until you're on camera. I want to hear the first thing out of your mouth.
What if we don't answer some of the questions?
And don't. Make something up if you feel like it. All right. Now, part 2 of this assignment comes under the heading of But We're Afraid to Ask. These are surveys taken by high school students such as yourselves, answering questions on everything from drug abuse to how often they change their underwear.
Good thing they didn't ask Sherman.
At least I wear underwear.
Flip through any one of these surveys at random, and you'll find some statistic that'll blow your mind. For instance, each year, 1 out of 11 teenage girls will suffer an unwanted pregnancy. 1 out of 11.
No way. The halls would be full of pregnant girls. Yeah, that number's way too high.
Sounds too low to me.
That's what I want to know. How real are these statistics? Now get out there with those cameras and show me what these numbers mean.
Mr. Keegan, what kind of questions do we look for?
Start with the ones you're afraid to ask.
Great.
Okay? So let's get to it.
Okay.
To go out and these questions.
Holden, yeah.
Could I talk to you?
Sure.
Outside?
Okay. What's up?
I'm dropping your class.
Why?
I just don't want to do it. I don't want to be another jerk on TV.
You're not a jerk. Come on.
I liked it better when I was anonymous.
With our ratings, you still are. Sorry, shouldn't kid around. What's really bugging you?
It's just not what I'm into.
What are you talking about? You can't quit.
I already have. I start another English class on Friday.
Excuse me, Mr. Keegan.
Sorry if I let you down.
Mr. Keegan, when can we check out the cameras?
Right now.
What's with Vance?
Wish I knew.
Dee Dee loves body surfing along the Hawaiian beaches in her skin-tight spandex bodysuit.
You know, Worrell, the sports and stream swimsuit issue doesn't qualify as a book. What happened?
I'm in shot.
I'm sure you'll live to see another G-string. Now get back in your chair. What am I going to do with you people? Hey, Mr. Keegan, what gives? I'm videotaping you. What for? Blackmail. The next guy that goofs off is going to find himself in the first parent conference with visual aids.
introduce yourself to the camera. I'm Penny Lipton, and I'm here at home in my room, and this is the first installment of my video journal assignment. By the way, I didn't read the questions ahead of time, just like you said. Okay, question number 1. Who is your hero? Cory Aquino, president of the Philippines. You see, whenever I'm under a lot of pressure at school, I think about how much pressure someone like her must be under, and, well, if she can handle that and still be a nice person, then I shouldn't get so stressed out about taking some test.
That's easy.
Don King, taught my hair everything it knows.
I'd have to say my dad, because of his dedication to my athletic career. He gave me my love of sports. No telling what I might be doing if it weren't for him.
On Ha. I mean, she did what she thought was right and looked great doing it.
My grandmother. Because she understands life better than anyone.
My hero? Willie Mays. He could run, throw, hit, whatever it took to win. Yeah. Willie could do it all.
I'd have to say my mom is my hero. I don't know how she puts up with us.
What would you do with $1 million? Well, I owe my dad about $650 for a certain dent in the family car.
A tax shelter is the first thing that comes to mind.
I'd move to a castle in Malta.
Season tickets to every sport I can think of for the rest of my life. And a car. And a boat. And a house.
Describe yourself. Oh, gosh, that's really hard.
I'm easy to get along with. People like me once they get to know me, unlike, say, Chuck Bender kind of guys.
I'm a people person. Not like, say, Sherman. You know, the kind of guy you really have to make an effort to get along with.
I would describe myself as tall, really dark, and handsome.
Everybody's big sister.
Describe yourself. No way. Next question.
What's the one thing about you people don't understand? Just because I'm popular doesn't mean I don't have any problems. I mean, people don't appreciate how tough it is to be me.
Women don't understand a lot of things about me. Someday when they'll talk to me, they'll find out just what they've been missing.
People can't understand that I don't belong here. I belong in a different place and time altogether. They think I'm perfect just because I get good grades. They don't know that I do really weird things, like I drink 5 cups of coffee and I go bowling by myself.
People don't always know that I'm joking. Actually, I like that.
They think that just because I'm in a wheelchair, I never get into trouble and I don't have fun. Once in a while, I do both at the same time.
If you only had one word to say, what would that be? Smile.
Cool.
Charge.
Score. Zoom in.
Freedom.
Spiritual. Peace.
Hi, Vance.
Am I interrupting anything?
No. No, I'm glad you came by. I was wondering how you were doing. We missed you at the funeral. You know, you're the only one of Jerry's friends who didn't go.
I know. I'm sorry.
Were you coming?
No, I just came by to drop off some of Jerry's stuff. Please tell your mom and dad how sorry I am.
They know. I told them what you said on TV. That was very brave of you.
Did it help?
What?
The funeral. Saying goodbye.
Yeah, it did. Vance, I think you should keep this. Stay alive, Vance. You owe it to Jerry.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Roosevelt High. Wake up. It's only Thursday. Remember, tomorrow is Red and White Day as our very own fighting kangaroo basketball team takes on Valley High's raging reptiles. So be sure to get your red and white spirit button from any Pep Squad member. Let's show those lizards who's got spirit. And now, here's an announcement from TV 101 from Holden Hines.
Hail, people of Earth, do not be afraid. We come in peace to study your school. Actually, we're not from another planet, but we do come in peace to study Roosevelt High. Journalism students armed with video cameras will be conducting a student body survey today. So if someone comes up to you with a camera, just be cool. Thank you.
Way to go, Marty. Your flag looked a million times better than what we had.
I'm still trying to make a way.
Listen, don't worry about it.
Yo, people of Earth. Who are you, a brother from another planet?
No, I'm the Negro from Pluto.
That's a nice stereotype, Holden.
It's just a joke.
It's not funny.
All right, listen up. We have one class period left before you hit the streets, so those of you who don't have a question yet better get your brains in gear.
Vance. Vance.
What? Marty, I got
Seem up for the survey.
Why don't you say
Maybe we could shoot some out their stuff. Our own little psycho survey.
Nah, leave me out of it.
What do you mean?
I mean, leave me out of it. I'm dropping the class.
Maybe I'll come back.
No way. What for?
One more thing, everybody. When you're out there rolling tape, you represent this class. So try not to get in trouble.
Everything you wanted to know about teenagers, but were afraid to ask.
Excuse me. Hi. We're doing a video survey for TV 101, and we'd like to ask you a question. Statistics say that 1 out of 4 students regularly use marijuana. What do you say?
Define regularly.
That'd be like twice a year, twice a month, twice a day.
Come on, let's get out of here and scarf already. I got the munchies real bad.
An overwhelming majority of Roosevelt High students would change something about their personal appearance. And who could blame them? Excuse me. Tell me, are you satisfied with your personal appearance?
No, but I like your personal appearance very much.
Watch it, buddy.
We're conducting a little video survey, and I was wondering if you could just answer a couple of questions for me?
Sure.
All right, thank you. Okay, here's one. 43% of teenage girls polled believe that it's acceptable to have sex with someone they've dated a long time.
I'd agree with that.
Okay, yeah. Do you believe that it's acceptable to have sex with someone you've known only briefly? Someone with a promising future in TV journalism, let's say? Hey, wait a minute, girls. Is this a hypothetical question?
The average student spends over 20% of their disposable income on music, but what kind may surprise you? Only 7% of teenage songs are about sex, violence, Satanism, or drugs, while 26% are about love.
Roosevelt High is above the national average of 3.4 holes per pair of jeans. Now tell me, is this a socio-economic indicator or a fashion statement? And if it is a fashion statement, what are they saying? And how do we tell them to shut up?
There are over 1.1 million unwanted teenage pregnancies in the United States each year, representing 11% of teenage girls under the age of 20. The question that needs to be asked is, does Roosevelt High do enough about sex education?
You can never be educated enough. I mean, particularly when it comes to sex in today's world. I mean, with the AIDS epidemic, what you don't know could kill you.
I feel discussing sex is only encouraging it. Besides, the only safe sex is no sex.
It's too embarrassing learning about sex in a whole classroom full of people, you know? They should have a home study course or private booths.
0.
6.
2.5. 9.
18.
Well, how many alcoholic drinks have you had in the last 2 weeks? 37% of today's high school seniors reported taking 5 or more drinks in the last 2 weeks. 1 in 20 drinks every day. These numbers can't be right, can they?
Japanese students spend 59 hours a week in class or study. The average Russian kid, 51 hours. Here in the USA, though, the average student spends only 38 hours a week on schoolwork.
Way to go, USA.
25% of boys and 42% of girls have seriously thought about committing suicide at some time in their lives. How many of you are aware of a friend who has seriously considered suicide? Have any of you considered suicide?
What's the special today?
Spaghetti burgers.
Spaghetti burger? Isn't it dangerous to mix food like this?
Next!
What up?
Hines. Got the special, huh?
Wait, so the stuff's a little too special. All right, so what's this noise about you dropping Keegan's class?
Leave it alone, Holden.
No, wait, look, you gotta let me talk you out of it. What do you want, money? Chicks? No, I'm serious.
You're wasting your time, man. I start another class tomorrow. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to finish my lunch.
Joe, did you see that?
What? How long I saw?
This could get ugly.
Watch it.
Yo, you're on, Holmes. We got a water cover.
This is Vance Checker and Holden Hines reporting live from Beirut High. It's a war out there, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody knows who started it, but I think it's safe to say before it's over, someone's going to get hurt, something's going to get broken. This battle could spread to all your basic food groups. Elroy takes one to the head. Yeah, some geek gets nuked. Trevino got the spaghetti burger. Oh, he creamed some girl just a flesh food. Medic! On the checkered food fight scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best, I give this a 7. Make that a 9. All right, knock it off, everybody. Quit throwing food.
You didn't see that.
I did. Shut off that camera. Look at this mess.
All that good food gone to waste.
Checker, Hines, and you, Keegan, in my office.
Sure.
And bring the camera.
Why'd he pick on us? He didn't start it.
We sure made it worse.
I haven't seen a mess like that since the great green pork burrito fight of '76. If you look closely, you can still see the salsa stains on the ceiling.
Keep forgetting that you went here.
Why'd you come back?
You tell me.
Let's get this over with.
Look, Edward, I know you're upset about this, but...
Save it, Keegan. The presence of that camera and these two reporters of yours made a bad situation worse. Fortunately, young Mr. Bloomin here has an idea that should help to lessen the damage.
Well, I simply pointed out that by viewing your tape of the food fight, the instigators can be easily identified and quickly dealt with.
Who needs a surveillance system when I've got TV 101 doing my work for me? Of course, that doesn't excuse you two from any blame. Checker, Hines, you will report to the cafeteria after school for detention to be spent cleaning up the mess you helped to create. If you will hand the camera over to Craig, he and I will review the tape and determine who else should be made to clean up the mess.
Wait, what about my journalistic integrity?
It's covered with spaghetti. Let him have it.
Now, if you boys will leave us alone for a moment, I'd like to have a word with Mr. Keegan.
You know, Mr. Steadman, sir, you shouldn't hold what happened against the TV 101 class. Because, well, it was me that jumped up and started doing the play-by-play, and technically, I ain't even in the class anymore.
Thank you for your input, Mr. Checker. Please close the door on your way out. I'm sorry to hear the Checkers dropping your class. Can't say it surprises me, though.
I don't know. I can't understand it. Look, I'm sorry about throwing that food. Some kid fired at me point blank and I lost my cool.
Well, in the future, try to keep your cool intact. That's the only way we can stay ahead of these kids. If you let them get you angry, it's over. Well, you of all people should remember that.
Yeah.
Well, put the cafeteria back to normal, and we can all put this behind us.
Did he read you the riot act?
No, actually, I think we got off pretty easy.
You got off pretty easy. Could I talk to you for a minute? What am I going to do with you? 1 minute you are pulling more out of these kids than I ever thought possible. And the next minute you're throwing food at them.
I know I'm a jerk, but I mean, at least there's a reason for it. You got to remember, I'm still a civilian at heart. Teaching doesn't come naturally to me. I'm trying to get it wired.
Well, you better try harder, Kevin, because these kids don't need a civilian. They need a teacher.
I know.
Well, we're late for class. Kevin, what you said about teaching not coming naturally to you, you're wrong.
Save it, people. The camera isn't even on. Forget what I said about video blackmail. If you don't want to learn to read, I can't force you. I'm not going to show your parents anything but your grades. We're going to be doing something a little different today. I've got a tape of Das Boot, a German submarine film that I found in the back of my truck this morning. Since I rented it last July and owe several paychecks to the video rental store, I figured we might as well get some use out of it. So for reading class today, we're going to watch some of this flick.
Pete's reading.
Not exactly, Miller. It's got subtitles.
Keep it moving. Here we go. Here you go.
This could be the first detention that turns into an all-nighter.
Well, you know, speaking from experience, a song can really make the work go a lot faster. Up. For you. Shall we?
What do you get? Another day older and deeper in the trouble I see
as I'm concerned, it's clean enough. You can eat off the walls.
I salute you, each and every one.
All right, you guys, get out of here.
Brooms and mops.
Thanks.
Brooms and mops. Thanks. Go ahead.
Hey, Vance, wait up.
There we go.
Let me guess. You don't want me to quit your class.
Damn straight.
Hey, Rat Skate.
Not without some kind of explanation.
I told you, I don't want to be another face on TV telling people what to do.
Well, who says you are? It's not what I saw in that broadcast. What I saw was someone who made me feel what it's like to lose a friend for no good reason. What I saw was someone who looked at a camera and told the truth, even though it was hard to do.
That's not what everybody saw.
Oh, well, now we're getting down to it. Would you get some flack from people here at school because they didn't like what you said about not getting high? Huh? Am I right? I knew it. You know, Vance, what you said was true. If somebody can't deal with it, that's their problem.
Right, but if it's my face on TV, it becomes my problem, too.
The world is full of people who can't face the truth about anything. Drugs, sex, pollution, starvation, rock and roll. They don't want to hear about any of it. I want to shake those people up, and I need your help to do it.
Well, I just want things to be like they were.
Before Jerry died.
Everything seems different.
You know, you and I are probably a lot more alike than either one of us would care to admit. And one thing I can tell you about how you're feeling right now is that it does get better. Stick it out in my class. Give yourself time to work through how you're feeling. Besides, if you're going to get us in trouble, you might as well be part of our class. Look, you got to do what you got to do. I wouldn't want it any other way. Just think about what I said. Hello, Jenny. It's Daddy. How you doing, love?
Thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in grateful love? Coming out of job darkness, their lives are beating. Please take this country, come take me home again. Peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. The holy roller, everyone jump upon the beast train. Who are
You're in my place.
Sorry, here.
So are you with us?
Well, it looks that way. I mean, where else can I get credit for causing trouble?
I hate that thing.
In that case, you owe me a video journal assignment.
Well, now, wait a minute, Mr. Keegan. When do we get to know what's going on in your head? Tell us everything, starting with the juicy parts.
Yeah, everything we wanted to know about Keegan.
Look, we're afraid to ask.
Who cuts your hair?
Yeah, how old is your dog?
Yeah, how often do you change your underwear?
Forget about me. There's a face and a story behind every one of those statistics. Now get out of here. Get back to work. We got a newscast to air. Let's go.
Happy lately, thinking about the good things to come. And I believe it could be something good has begun. I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world is wide. And I believe it could be something good is bound to come.
Next on TV 101.
Right near the building, Craig. Can't you do something about this?
Tonight we're starting locker checks at Roosevelt.
What you're seeing is a crime being committed. I was only following my instincts like you.
Like me.
It was a secret. Anyone who was a real friend would know that.
Hey, Miller, why don't you leave him alone?
What do you think you're doing? I'll hit you, too.
Big man, that looked great on tape.
Something's always happening in the Huxtable household. Join Bill Cosby and the gang on The Cosby Show, 5 nights a week at 7 on WHEC TV 10.
Now stay tuned as Cindy Williams and Marky Post star in Tricks of the Trade. Mystery and suspense in the shadowy world of the oldest profession. Next on the CBS Tuesday Movie.